Welcome to WMBT News. I'm your host, Victoria McKinnon, and joining us today is Public Health Chair Member from Eastern North Carolina, Divya Gopal. Divya, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
Well, I'm wonderful as well, and we certainly are glad to have you. Could you tell us all what your take is on preventable hospitalizations are?
Preventable hospitalizations are any cases that could have been prevented by the annual checkups and routine that patients seem to miss. These are usually chronic conditions that affect the patient short term and long term.
Okay, well, what would you say is the major factor in why individuals do not receive annual checkups?
As a department, we researched and we found out that the lack of transportation posed the biggest issue in our community due to the fact that most people live in rural areas.
I see. So, does your committee have any implementations in progress that could help in lowering these alarming increase in rates of preventable hospitalizations?
The increase in rates have been increasing vastly and at a steady rate as well. That's one thing we noticed when we did our research. According to the U.S. National Library of Medicine, approximately $15 billion were spent on preventable hospitalizations, which roughly equals out to be 500 MRI machines, as well as in North Carolina itself, 87,000 hospitalizations were preventable. This totaled out to be a cost of $740 million, which then equaled out to be 500 x-ray machines. These machines could have easily been used to help diagnose the problem instead of we're wasting the money by adding to the problem, if that makes sense. We also tend to implement a program. This has been in the works for a long period of time. The policy name is to No Checkups Left Behind. This policy will implement more of an easier way for our patients to be able to go to their visits by giving them transportations. We looked into many other resources such as Uber credits, Lyft vouchers, as well as cab vouchers. The issue within our community is we have local transit, but that the transit places don't reach the rural areas where many of our patients stay. So with that program, we hope to give our patients a chance to actually meet their routine visits.
Wow, that is very interesting. So, what is your overall goal to help reduce these rates? Or would you say that there are many goals?
There are many goals. We have three we kind of narrowed it down to, and we feel like it's very important for our community. First, we would like to increase the transportation so we give them a reason to not have a reason to miss their appointments. Secondly, we want to lower our preventable hospitalization rates as a whole, which we would be able to do if this policy is implemented. And third, most importantly to us, is to better our patients' health for now and long term, as these chronic conditions can last their whole lifetime.
Well, thank you, Divya Gopal, and it was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too. Thank you for having me.